What's going on, guys? Kellen Nitro here, and welcome to Nitromaniac TV's wrestling channel. This is just a quickie vlog upload review of night 2 of the G1 USA special on Access TV that New Japan Pro Wrestling had on Friday. It was taped last Sunday, July 2nd, and aired the Friday after. The reason why this has been delayed a little bit is I've been under the weather this week and I've had some things going on, that stuff. So this won't be as an in-depth vlog type review that I've been doing after big events that you've been used to with the Nitro's take. This is just a couple of things that I've noticed during the show that I liked, and I'm just throwing it out there for everybody to digest and, you know, possibly comment on. First off, I want to talk about the Intercontinental title match, the IWGP IC title match between Tanahashi and Billy Gunn. I think it was kind of a reward for Billy, just for all of the hard work he's done since coming to New Japan with some of the younger talent, mentoring the Yoshitatsus and the like that have been teaming with Billy in these 6- and 8-man tags and that stuff on a lot of the New Japan cards. For him to get a one-on-one title shot. The match itself is actually very entertaining. It's a good match. I don't think it's a full showcase of Tanahashi's skill set. Just something that didn't really jive. It felt a little bit broken between the two of them. But it was good to see. Pretty neat to see Billy Gunn as well in like a mid-card title match type predicament again. It felt like 20 years ago for sure, and the dude's in phenomenal shape for his age, which is amazing. Hats off to him. Very entertaining match, definitely one to watch on the card. The IWGP US title match between Tomohiro Ishii and Kenny Omega was the match of the tournament, in my opinion. That spot on the outside where Ishii is grasping at the top rope with his teeth to prevent the suplex through the table is going to be a visual, I think, that they use in a lot of their upcoming programming and stuff all throughout the years. That was almost iconic, and, you know, not really being that big into Ishii, that match made me a fan. The dude is like Rick Steiner, like, you know, the 96, 97-ish Rick Steiner, the pre and post Steiner Brothers split, and the feud with Scott type Rick Steiner. That's what I see with Ishii, and just a real stocky, badass type dude that'll just throw people around. Like, he reminds me of one of those really old school UFC fighters, like the guys that you see fighting in the tournaments from like UFC 1 to like 6 or 7, you know, the guys that are just in it just for a payday, you know. And Omega winning the belt, I think it's great because he's the face of the North American contingent of New Japan right now. You can have him feud the belt with Cody, you can have him feud the belt with any of the major New Japan stars as well. If you want to keep the belt on, keep the world belt on Okada for a bit, it's I think a natural, and I think it means more now eventually when we do get that third match in that trilogy between Okada and Omega, that both of them are holding belts, and maybe it's a, I don't think it would be a unification belt this early on in the run, especially with New Japan announcing that they're going to do more American shows. I think that it's probably going to be a, you know, Ultimate Warrior Hulk Hogan type thing that they're trying to build, you know, where it's going to be like title for title, champion versus champion, let's clash and see what happens, and, you know, whoever the US belt might get vacated after, you know, the match if Omega wins or something, but I'd like to see it. But yeah, have Omega make the belt mean something. They got the right guy for it. He can fight the guys from, or, you know, get matched up and fight and wrestle the guys from Ring of Honor, and head over to Ring of Honor to defend that belt. You know, on pay-per-views now and on their television and everything to build it up, and you know, have the legends like the Billy Guns and that stuff try to go after that belt as well. So a very, very good move by New Japan to start this belt, and it was good. Commentary, Josh Barnett and almost called Jim Barnett, my boy. I can't do it, Jim Barnett, but anyway, Josh Barnett and Jim Ross. Again, this was Access TV's guys. This wasn't the New Japan World guys of Kevin Kelly and Don Callis. I don't see what all the hate is with JR and Josh Barnett. I thought that you know, they did a great job trying to sell the product. So if anybody can enlighten me on what the hate was towards JR and Barnett during these two shows that I saw on Twitter and everything, please comment below. Let me know, because I have a feel that I'm missing something here in the hate. I thought that, you know, everybody knew that this was going to be an Access TV presentation, so, you know, of course there would be a separate crew. I mean, hell, how many times have WWE have done it in the past where, you know, Access TV, or not Access TV, sorry, where, you know, you'd have a separate announced team for, you know, Raw, a separate announced team for SmackDown, and then at the pay-per-view you'd put together a separate announced team for that. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. Sorry this has been a little bit overdue and that stuff. Like I said, this week's not been the best for me. Next week's going to be very busy over on my other channel, the Drag Files front as well, shooting content at the annual Rocky Mountain Nationals that we have in my hometown area here of Edmonton. But there'll still be wrestling content on this channel, so stay tuned. We got the pay-per-view coming up. That's an awesome card, but a stupid name. Great Balls of Fire. WWE Balls. It'll be a great card, but man, why? Why that name? I don't know. Hopefully this is a one-off with that name. Anyway, I'm Kellen Nitro. Later days, stay safe, and like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.